Hey guys, so for today's collective, I decided we're going to be using the new deck I bought along with the Oracle of Visions by Ciro Marchetti. Sorry. Um, I was not a fan of Tarot de la Nuit, but I decided to try and keep an open mind and use it and see how it works, see if it clicks. And of course, the Rider-Waite-Smith for clarification. So while I shuffle, guys, I want to remind you, I want to make a couple of announcements. First of all, personal readings are open again. I have a pinned post that up on my main Facebook page that gives you all the details. If you're watching this on YouTube, the details are down below in the description box. Please read through the whole thing so that you know how to book, what to pay, what I need, and turnaround time, because turnaround time is going to be about 3 weeks, because every time I open personal readings I get flooded. So otherwise I'm all stressed out trying to return them at a certain time, and I would just rather give myself that grace. So there's that. Also, be careful, guys. There's still people out there responding to your comments or personally messaging you guys, trying to pass themselves off as readers, telling you they've got a message for you. And one of the key components of knowing that these are scammers is the fact that legitimate readers don't do readings on people without their consent. So that alone is a red flag. And then some of them have been taking my pictures, my name, my logo, and trying to pass themselves off as me, which should be a huge indication of who they are. So please stay safe out there. And last but not least, thank you so much to everybody who has been signing up for the monthly membership. Those of you who send stars, who share my videos, who comment, who react to them, who follow the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, all of those things let me know that you appreciate my time and energy. You love what I do and allow me to do what I love, and that makes me so happy and grateful. So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started. What's the theme to today's collective? The theme for this collective. Oh, number 25, huh? Okay. So 2, 5, or 7 could be important to somebody. I'm not a fan of this one, though, because this talks about misleading, illusion, confusion. Do not be misled by what you see around you or be influenced by what you see. You live in a world which is a playground of illusion, full of false paths, false values, and false ideals. But you are not part of that world, Sai Baba. What we experience and how we interact is often indirect and from a distance. Physical interaction that would normally have provided all of our senses an opportunity for feedback and assessment is now increasingly being replaced by virtual alternatives. From email and texting to social networking, our relationships are becoming increasingly defined by virtual interaction that can distort and substitute reality. We can now create multiple new identities. How we go about quantifying people and events is now increasingly based on new paradigms that can provide a false perspective both for viewer and viewed alike. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see how that plays out. Give me the first set for today's collective. We start with, 3 of Swords. Not great. The 7 of Wands. First set. The 4 of Swords and the Hierophant. With the 8 of Wands. This is a little bit of a tricky energy, only because we've got the Hierophant here, and yet we're talking about possibly deception, right? Not only because we've got the Oracle card that says that, but we've got the 3 and the 4 of Swords, which together would be the 7 of Swords. So there is definitely deception happening here. Unfortunately, it may have to do with a marriage, or with some sort of commitment, with some sort of some sort of commitment that's being made. Now, hold on. I'm like trying to get these out of the way so I can. Okay. Let's center these a little bit more. The fact that we're starting off with the Three of Swords, and this is one of the most brutal Three of Swords I've ever seen. If you look at her face, it's all bruised and bloody, and she's holding a knife, a dead bird. It's like a very, very dark energy. Somebody here really is not doing okay. Let me put it that way. Pain-wise. With the Seven of Wands, they're either defending themselves or fighting for something. But with the Four of Swords, this looks like someone that's saying it's time to heal, right? With the clock, it's about time. But they're healing because Four of Swords is a healing card. And yet together, the Three and the Four of Swords is, maybe it's from deception that they're trying to heal, from being deceived. But this could work a couple of ways. It could be that they've been deceived by somebody that they saw as a mentor, somebody that they saw as a leader. Could be certain beliefs that they held for a long time that they are now feeling betrayed by. With the Eight of Wands, though, they plan to communicate that. They plan to be very vocal about how they feel. And look at this, they're very determined. Okay, let's see what this is about. Clarify Three of Swords. We've got the Queen of Cups. Clarify Three of Swords. We've got the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. Again, the Three of Swords. So it's somebody who did love deeply. But I'm going to tell you this, because you know we keep it real here. Her intuition was telling her already that something was wrong, that something was off. She did love someone deeply, and they were being deceitful. Her intuition was telling her, until at some point she couldn't take the deceit anymore. And she was like, look. She laid down some law. She set herself free. I'm still not sure what the deceit was, though. It's not really giving any indication of that. It's just has to do with someone saying, yes, I was aware that there was a lack of truth. It broke my heart. I took it until my heart couldn't take it anymore. And then Seven of Wands, they either blocked somebody or they stood up and, Queen of Swords, they stood up for themselves. Clarify Seven of Wands. Let's see. Eight of Swords. Clarify Seven of Wands. Knight of Cups. And the Devil. See, I think that what she struggled with the most this Eight of Swords. She kept telling herself, because I love this person, because I have feelings for this person, I don't want to call them out. Oops, sorry. I don't want to embarrass them. I don't want to let them know that I know they're lying. But that kind of led to a really toxic environment, because if you know somebody's lying to you, but you're afraid of calling them out, then you're contributing to the lie. With the Knight of Cups, whoever she was dealing with was either younger or just more immature. But she saw them as somebody who was sweet, somebody who was romantic, somebody who was gentle. Almost like she was trying to make excuses for why they were lying. So, okay. Let's put this into perspective. Let's say that this is a married couple, because we have the Hierophant here. If this is a married couple, this feminine did love her husband, but she kept excusing his behavior, like, well, the thing is that he's just got a lot on his plate, and so I think sometimes he lies because that way he doesn't have to deal with everything that comes with the truth. Or he just has a lot of stress. Like, she was trying to constantly make up reasons for why. And kept, now it could be the other way around. It could be that this masculine was the one that was married, and she kept making excuses for why he was entertaining her while being a married man. Because she kept giving energy. She kept contributing to it. And at some point, we get the Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands. She said, enough. Enough. I can't do it anymore. My heart hurts too much. Clarify Four of Swords. Five of Wands, Ten of Cups. Clarify Four of Swords. Page of Wands. With the Strength card. So, Five of Wands, there was either tension between these two, there was maybe some clashes here. They both wanted different things. But with the Ten of Cups, I think part of the lie or part of the reason why she didn't really want to call out the lie is because this connection felt really good emotionally. This felt like the happiest she had ever been, and they expressed that this was the happiest they had ever been. And it made both of them want to explore what this was without really thinking about everything else that was involved. But with the Strength card, okay. So with the Strength card, it was almost like it was a lot of unspoken things. There was energy felt, love was felt, but I don't think it was spoken. Because you see here, what was being held back was anything that had to do with expressing full-on love. And maybe that's how this knight excused his behavior. If they were married and dealing with her, or if they were married to her but not doing so well, they would excuse their behavior by like, well, I'm not making promises I can't keep. You know, I'm just enjoying their company. For the first one, like if this is somebody dealing with a married man. And if it's the second one, it's like, well, I don't have to say I love her because she knows I love her, right? Clarify the Hierophant. Let's see. So we've got the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles with the Moon card. So this is everything that was hidden. This is all the deception, yeah. See, this is one of the reasons it's just better not to lie. The truth always comes out. Here we've got the Wheel of Fortune turning, which means that the universe itself was like, this needs to be revealed. So either she didn't know he was in a commitment, Because Ten of Wands is like, duty, it's obligation. It's somebody that has a obligation to some sort of commitment. Yet they're emotionally checked out, but this could have been somebody who was like, well, in the future, I planned to give you something more substantial. But I think she realized, so it could have been that the reason she was kind of going along with it was because she didn't know that the reason that they were holding back was because they were married. She thought maybe they were shy, maybe they were making sure she was, worth investing in. Like, she was making all these excuses for why they weren't being honest. And the whole time she's not aware that the reason they're not being honest, and it will come to light, is because they're in a commitment. And somehow they don't plan to leave that commitment, not yet. Because Knight of Pentacles is like, they're thinking long term, I could be with you, but not right now. Let's see. And I think that this comes into play because they might have met online. Let's see. Next set. And it allows people to hide their identity. Ten of Pentacles. There's that King of Pentacles. It allows people to hide a lot of their life. So they could have like one account, either Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and they have an account where they have their whole family life, but they have another account where it's like they're living a double life, where they do their own thing. Nine of Wands. And the Hermit. Like the Ace of Cups. See, this is what I don't like about this deck. The Ace of Cups doesn't have not one ace on it. And not a cup either. Okay, that's just me picking, but okay. So, the whole time, he could be the provider for the little family unit he's in charge of. Which is why he doesn't think he can get a divorce, because whoever he's married to may not be able to self-sustain themselves. I said that twice, self-sustain themselves. May not be able to self-sustain. And the thing is, with the Nine of Wands, they could have been the type of person that was very like, oh, I'm just a loner. I'm very protective of my privacy. And almost like making her feel guilty for asking questions about their life. Then come to find out, that's because they're married. Oh, Lord. Ironically, though, I think this person's the one that's going to tell her. I don't think she's going to find out through any other means than them. Because with the Ace of Cups here, true feelings were formed. But they are not free to live those feelings. And I think that they're going to explain that, because it might come to a point where this queen is like, why aren't they committing to me? Like, we have such a wonderful bond. I know that I can feel their emotions. Oh, look what's at the bottom. Why are they not moving forward? And at some point, she's going to ask them that. And that's when they finally admit, well, that's because they're married. Clarify Ten of Pentacles. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Clarify Ten of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. So there's a couple of possibilities here. One, this King of Pentacles is working hard to rebuild stability. And I'm saying rebuild because it got the Five of Pentacles here. Once upon a time, they could have had legacy worth of finances, and with the Five of Pentacles, they're not there anymore. So they're trying to rebuild. And it breaks their heart, but it's almost like they're not ready to be giving any type of offer right now, because this is their focus. This person showing up with earth energy could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, doesn't have to be. But wherever it sits in their chart, this person basically bases their value off of how much they have in the bank. And so if they don't have a lot in the bank, they feel like, I can't love anybody right now. That can't be my priority. They don't know how to balance out life and career. The other possibility is that the person that has the main finances is the wife. And if they were to leave the Five of Pentacles, they would have nothing. So they're trying to save, they're trying to build up their own, but they're not ready yet. That's another possibility. Let's see. Clarify King of Pentacles. And it is a general reading, so for some, it'll apply the first way, and for others, it'll apply the second. Nine of Cups, Eight of Wands, King of Cups. Another ace, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. What's all this aces? Because see, ultimately, I have to say that there's another possibility. This could have to do with this person not being married. But the Hierophant could be here because what the Queen wants is commitment. Because they're showing up single. The Nine of Pentacles came up a while ago, and now we got the Nine of Cups, which tells me that they're free. They're free legally, they're free technically, but they don't want to commit. But all these aces tell me that they pretty much reciprocate what the Queen is feeling. It's not unrequited, but they're making her feel like it is. They're making her feel like it's one-sided because they don't want to move forward. Ace of Swords, I think that they're going to be clear about it though. They may let her know how drawn they feel to her. The thing is, with the Nine of Cups, this is a card of indulgence. It's like this person will accept whatever makes them feel good. Or that's how they were, because now they're showing up with King of Cups energy. And communicating that. So if before maybe they weren't ready to communicate because they were like, I'm just gonna build this because it feels good, because our bond feels really good. But before they showed up with a Knight of Cups, remember? Now they're showing up with a King. Their emotions have deepened. Very much so. To where now they are showing up. This is commitment energy. That's why I thought he was married, but I'm like, no, you know what? The more we go, it's not, I don't think that fits. I think that they're just very wary. They are somebody who is a loner, very private. But it creates a barrier between them because like, you can't really get to know this person because they're so, I feel paranoia. They're paranoid. It could be that they do have wealth and they're worried that they may stay with nothing. Like they could have gone through a really bad divorce in the past, and every time they think of commitment, they think of somebody who takes half my shit. I go from 10 of Pentacles to 5 of Pentacles. Clarify 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Ooh, Ace of Wands reversed. If you notice, all the aces have come out. Ace of Cups, the emotions are there for both people. Ace of Pentacles. Both people actually want this. The Ace of Swords came out, which means that they're both very truthful. But with the Ace of Wands reversed, this king is trying to suppress their passion. It's getting heavy though. They're used to creating a wall between themselves and other people. But somehow with this queen, that wall is getting very difficult to sustain. With the Seven of Cups, they're starting to get into the energy of fantasizing, what if? What if I did go all in? Now I'm going to tell you this. Interestingly enough, this person shows up as King of Wands, and I'm surprised only because a King of Wands is usually very confident in themselves. They don't feel the need to hide anything. Actually, none of the kings, I would say, would be the king to hide anything. When somebody is coming off of this energy, it gives off the energy of somebody who is ruled by fear. They're ruled by fear of something. So they're trying to create an illusion so that you can't, almost think of it like this. Think of it like somebody who's trying to create an illusion so that in case you're shooting an arrow at them, it won't hit its mark. Or a gun or whatever. They use deception as protection, but it's not working in this case because the queen is having none of it. She doesn't want deception. She doesn't want illusions. She wants answers. And they're trying to suppress the passion they feel for her because it's making it harder to maintain this distance. Because they really want her. They want to say sorry that they've done this. They want to move forward. But I feel like right now there may be silence between them with the Hermit energy. This king is thinking about what he's going to do. Clarify the Hermit. Two of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Oh wow, that's a lot of cards. Okay. We got Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the World, Three of Pentacles, the Empress, the Magician, Seven of Swords, and the Hermit with the Sun card. See, this is the problem here. This person has used deception to protect themselves, I don't know for how long, that now they're struggling to trust other people. Because, hey, I tell all these whoppers, right? And people believe them. For all I know, this queen has been giving me whoppers and I believe them. But see, they're dealing with an Empress. First of all, that's why out of all the people that they've dealt with, this is the first time they're considering being themselves. They're dealing with an Empress. But with the Two of Pentacles, they're in this energy of, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Should I, with this Ten of Pentacles, should I continue building my wealth, building my legacy, focusing on that? Or should I allow myself to continue building my legacy, but also build a foundation with her? Basically, do I want her to become a part of my legacy? Let's see, we've got this trickster energy here. They're projecting because they are the ones coming up with all the deception. And they see her like someone who could be deceptive. So I think that they're taking time to think because she's not being deceptive. I didn't see any of that here. She's wanting to understand why they're being deceptive. She's using her Empress energy in the sense that all the queens are present. She can be kind, she can be compassionate, she can be sweet, but she's also going to be direct and she knows her value. She's going to stand up for herself. So let's see what happens, because they do see her as the Sun and the Empress. They see her as in a wonderful light, but now they're like wondering if she's also a liar, which she's not. We're going to go to part 2 to continue this. If you are wanting to watch part 2, the link is down below. If this is where we are to part, and I hope you enjoyed this, please make sure to react to the video, comment down below, even if it's just a little emoji. And I will see you guys on the other side, hopefully. Bye-bye.